Hey, welcome to World Code Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Section 1. Breaking news. A force to be reckoned with. Headlines flash. Philippine Special Forces execute daring hostage rescue. Filipino peacekeepers hold the line. Typhoon aftermath. Military leads unprecedented rescue. These aren't just news stories, they're proof of a military that defies expectations. In a world obsessed with superpowers and high-tech arsenals, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, or AFP, stands out for different reasons. Their reputation isn't built on firepower, but on raw courage and resilience. Tonight, we look past the numbers and into the heart of what makes this force so respected, and in many circles, so feared. The Philippine military's story isn't about technological supremacy, it's about people. Soldiers who faced impossible odds, from jungle warfare to international peacekeeping, proving that true strength is measured by will, not just weapons. Many analysts see the Philippines' modest defense budget and underestimate them, but to understand the AFP, you must know its history and the unique challenges it has overcome. Their strength isn't in spreadsheets but in stories of heroism, echoing from World War II to today's urban battles. This is a force that fights with what it has, wherever it is. Experts in jungle warfare, counterterrorism, and disaster response, their training is relentless and their dedication absolute. When foreign military leaders talk about the AFP, they don't mention equipment. They talk about the quality of the soldiers, bravery, resourcefulness, and fierce loyalty. These are the hallmarks of the Philippine military. This is the real story we're exploring tonight. It's easy to underestimate the Philippine military if you only look at the numbers. On paper, they may not seem like a global giant, but that view misses the point. True military strength isn't about expensive hardware, it's about skill, experience, and spirit. The AFP is a prime example. Decades of fighting insurgencies and terrorist groups have forged soldiers who don't just train for war, they live it. They understand asymmetrical warfare, where the enemy blends into the jungle or city. This practical experience is something many well-funded armies lack. The AFP's real power is in its resourcefulness and adaptation. They use terrain to their advantage, perfecting guerrilla tactics and counterinsurgency strategies studied worldwide. That's why nations like the US and Australia train with them, not to teach, but to learn. Joint exercises like Balikatan aren't charity, they're a chance to gain invaluable skills in jungle survival and counterterrorism. The respect the AFP commands is earned, not given. Their strength is real, tangible, and deeply respected by those who know what to look for. The AFP was forged in conflict, shaped by a long history of struggle for freedom. From the Philippine Revolution to World War II, Filipino soldiers have always been underdogs, outnumbered, outgunned, but never outmatched in spirit. This legacy of defiance is embedded in their culture. Every soldier learns the stories of guerrilla fighters and heroes who sacrificed everything. Surrender is never an option. Resilience is their greatest weapon. The Philippines' challenging terrain, thousands of islands, dense jungles, rugged mountains, has made the AFP masters of their environment. They know every river, mountain, and hidden trail. Constant struggle has made them adaptable, evolving from fighting conventional armies to insurgents to terrorists. Each challenge has sharpened them, not weakened them. The Philippine military is now a hardened, experienced force respected by allies and feared by enemies. Heroism is the lifeblood of the Philippine military, from history's pages to today's headlines. The defense of Bataan in World War II, outnumbered and undersupplied Filipino and American soldiers held out for months, becoming a symbol of resistance. That spirit lives on. In 2017, during the siege of Marawi, AFP soldiers faced urban warfare against ISIS-inspired terrorists, street by street, house by house. Stories emerged of soldiers shielding civilians and holding ground for days without resupply. Their victory was a testament to bravery and adaptability. In 2014, Filipino UN peacekeepers in the Golan Heights, surrounded by rebels, refused to surrender and fought their way to safety. Their commander declared, "We will not surrender." These aren't isolated incidents, they're part of a pattern of extraordinary courage. From elite hostage rescues to daily patrols in dangerous territories, heroism is constant. Officers lead from the front, privates hold the line. These stories are more than inspiration, they're proof of the deep well of courage that defines the AFP. No matter the era or enemy, Filipino valor remains a formidable force. The Philippine military's heroism isn't limited to war, it shines in disaster. In one of the world's most disaster-prone countries, the AFP is the first and last line of defense. When Super Typhoon Haiyan struck, soldiers became the backbone of the nation's response. They cleared debris, distributed aid, and searched for survivors, often while dealing with their own losses. Their engineering battalions rebuilt bridges, medical corps set up field hospitals, and pilots flew critical missions. This dual role as warrior and humanitarian has earned them deep respect. They're not a distant force, but protectors in every sense. Their disaster response skills, logistics, crisis management, rapid deployment, are valued by international partners. Their heroism in the face of nature's fury saves lives and strengthens their global reputation. The AFP's reputation is built on decades of real-world combat. Unlike many armies, the AFP has been in constant engagement for over half a century. From the Hukbalahap rebellion to today's insurgencies, the Philippines is a living laboratory for unconventional warfare. Units like the Scout Rangers are legendary for jungle survival and close-quarters combat. Their expertise is tested and proven in countless operations. Beyond internal conflicts, the AFP has served with distinction in UN peacekeeping missions worldwide. These deployments broaden their skills and enhance their ability to work with other militaries. The combination of fighting insurgencies and peacekeeping creates a uniquely versatile soldier. They're as comfortable raiding jungles as manning checkpoints abroad. This deep well of practical knowledge makes the AFP respected by allies and feared by adversaries. The Philippine military's global reputation isn't about budget or hardware, it's about character. The AFP is known for exceptional bravery, skill in unconventional warfare, and unwavering dedication. Military leaders worldwide admire the Filipino warrior spirit. Stories from Bataan to Marawi are studied as examples of courage. In joint exercises, foreign commanders are impressed by the Filipinos' grit and willingness to take on the toughest challenges. Their specialized skills, jungle warfare, survival, tracking, are sought after by militaries from around the world. The lessons taught by a Scout Ranger in Mindanao are more valuable than any textbook. The AFP's dedication is evident in UN missions, where they're known for discipline and reliability. The Golan Heights incident sent a clear message. Filipino soldiers do not abandon their post. Their unwavering commitment to duty is their most respected quality. The Philippine military's greatest weapon isn't a rifle or jet, it's the spirit of the Filipino soldier. This spirit is a blend of courage, resilience, and deep community, pakikisama. It's rooted in bayanihan, the tradition of unity and cooperation. On the battlefield, soldiers are family, risking their lives for each other. No one is left behind, loyalty is fierce. Enemies know that harming one means facing the whole unit. Resilience is key. Filipino soldiers thrive in hardship, operating with limited resources and high morale. This toughness is forged in experience, not taught in classrooms. They bend, adapt, and keep fighting long after others might give up. Their motivation comes from love of country and people. They're citizen soldiers defending home. This deep patriotism, combined with courage and resilience, makes them truly formidable. The AFP's strength is in the indomitable spirit of its men and women. That's what makes them feared and loved. The story of the Philippine military is really the story of the Filipino nation. The AFP's strength comes from the people it protects. The resilience and unity of the Filipino people are reflected in their soldiers. An army mirrors its society, and in the Philippines, that means a nation unbroken by hardship. The world admires the AFP because it represents strength of character, not just technology. In an age of drones and cyber war, the AFP proves the human factor is still critical. Allies like the US and Australia train with the AFP to learn from their resilience and expertise. This respect is earned through shared sacrifice and mutual admiration. Every daring feat is another chapter in a long, proud story of heroism and heart. The true strength of the AFP is not in its arsenal, but in its heart, a heart that beats with the nation it defends.